Toyota, a brand that has become a household name. So much so that anything they make is expected to sell like hotcakes. And here in the Philippines and many places around the world, they actually do. The scary part is, success can also lead to failure. Because when you reach the top, there's always that tendency to become complacent. Especially when you start taking your success for granted. And some have accused Toyota of doing just that, saying Toyota makes bland automobiles, vehicles that lack fun and excitement, that they only appeal to loyalists and really don't have much more to offer beyond their proven reliability, and that their sales figures can merely be attributed to their trusted nameplate. Well, Toyota's out to prove them wrong. Introducing the 2021 Toyota Fortuner. I would like to give Toyota Marikina a special thanks for making this review possible. You may visit their showroom on the corner of Samulong Highway and Hill Fernando, or call them using the number in the description. One major change with the Toyota Fortuner is a completely revised lineup. You now get the G, V, Q, and LTD variants. So let's see how much has changed with the best-selling SUV in the Philippines. At the front, you get a revised fascia, which varies depending on the variant. Simply said, the front gets more and more aggressive as you go up the trim levels. The LTD gets the meanest look. If you still think Toyota leans more towards conservative design, this should make you change your mind. But regardless of which variant you look at, you get LED headlights, bi-beams for the G, V, and Q variants, and split-type LEDs for the LTD variant. The V variants and above also get LED fog lamps. Along the side, you get power folding mirrors across the range, but only the higher-end trim levels get a welcome lamp and revised 18-inch wheels. The wheel design on the LTD is machine finished, but is the same size as what you get on the Q variant. The V and G variant now rolls on the same 17-inch wheels found on the previous G variant. The most notable difference between the LTD and other variants is this two-tone paint scheme, wherein everything above the beltline is glossy black. At the back, not much has changed for the G and V variants except for slightly revised LED tail lamps. The changes are more apparent with the LTD variant with black sporty accents on the bumper. Only the Q and LTD variants get a power tailgate. Like the base model, the V variant now has a manual tailgate. But opening this doesn't require much of a workout. And the good thing is that this V variant also comes with what Toyota call an auto easy closer, which is basically a soft closing door mechanism. One thing I wish Toyota did change was the way the third row seats fold at the back. Frankly speaking, this setup is pretty ancient and has actually been a deal breaker for a lot of folks. Not much has changed in terms of how the interior of the Fortuner looks, but that's not such a bad thing because this interior has always struck the happy middle between luxury and durability. Now, this may not be the fanciest interior out there, but it's not dull and boring either. And the best part is, you get some pretty neat features, especially for the higher end variants. You now get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as standard across the range. The instrument cluster gets a 4.2-inch TFT screen in between analog gauges. You also get a tilt and telescopic steering wheel to help you find your ideal driving position. E variants and up get automatic climate control, paddle shifters, cruise control, one-touch power windows for all doors, a cooler on top of the glove box, a wireless charger, a panoramic view monitor, and push-button start with smart keyless entry. You also get ambient lights that run across each door on the top trim models. Now, if you swing for the Q or LTD variants, you get power adjustable leather seats and Toyota Safety Sense, which is a host of safety features that include lane keep assist, a pre-collision warning system, and adaptive cruise control. And get this, you also get a 9-speaker JBL sound system, which is composed of tweeters near the side mirrors, mids on the dash, speakers on each door, and a sub that is neatly integrated at the back. The second row provides occupants with a good view due to the high sitting position and ample leg and headroom. Rear seat passengers are also treated to separate AC controls, individual air vents, and LED lighting. There's not much to mention about the third row except for the fact it's best for smaller people. And you don't get any goodies there except for seat belts and air vents. So it still beats riding a Jeep. But I doubt whoever is going to buy this is going to spend much time in the third row seats anyway. They're probably going to be sitting here. And as far as comfort here is concerned, I can't complain. Now it does feel like you're behind the wheel of something big, but at least you get a nice commanding view of the road. Oh, and I almost forgot, there's also a drive mode selector, which allows you to choose various modes. There's sport mode if you want to unleash the beast under the hood, and eco mode if you want to tame that beast. And I say beast because even though the Fortuner still has the same engines as before, this 2.8-liter version now pumps out 201 horsepower and a whopping 500 Newton meters of torque. The 2.4-liter still gives you a decent 148 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. This is also expected to be 5% more fuel efficient compared to the previous model. Prices for the new Toyota Fortuner starts at 1,633,000 pesos for the G variant with manual transmission and tops out at 2,414,000 pesos for the top-of-the-range LTD variant and White Pearl. And if the Fortuner was hard to beat as the Philippines' best-selling PPV back then, well, considering all the upgrades and the fact that you get more variants, it's even harder to beat now. This is more than just a facelift. In fact, it goes beyond fancy features. This is a testament that despite their success, Toyota continued to strive to give us more. And the thing is, they didn't even have to.